Today, we're chatting about some home products that you need to stop buying immediately. You may be buying these things time after time after time, but they're not helping you live up to your full potential when it comes to design in your home. Plus, you may be wasting a ton of money that you don't even need to. And I'm going to share all of the details in today's video. And of course, I'm going to provide you with those timeless alternatives. Before we get into today's video though, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and check me out on Instagram. And I do want to say a huge thank you to Marlow for sponsoring today's video, but I'll tell you more about them later on. Let's get into today's video. The very first thing you need to stop buying is the side table or accent table. So have you ever gone into a living room and there are like 50 accent tables and you're like, what was going on here? Was there a party here? What's going on, right? People love side tables, right? They have so much utility because you can use them for your food, your drinks, whatever, all the things you'd like to do near your sofa, near your accent chairs, and so on. But they take up a lot of floor space, and floor space is so precious. You know, like I'm thinking about Gollum because I'm watching the new Lord of the Rings. My precious. But floor space is really precious, and side tables can really mess up your sight line. They take away your ability to really easily maneuver your home, which is not something you want to do. And they can be really pricey. Again, side tables these days, $400, $500, $600 for literally what? What is it made out of? Diamond? So what are we going to do to store our things, but also clear up some space? So instead of buying those side tables, we're actually going to buy these armrest trays. So I love armrest trays. They kind of get rid of the TV dinner platter that you once had, and they replace it with something that's really easy to hide and super functional. So if you have a nice thick arm on the side of your sofa, this is for you. These armrest trays, they come in so many different colors: black, green, gray, blue, and you set them on the side of your sofa, and they have a space for your cup, and they have a space for just like miscellaneous things. You can put a bowl there, you can put a remote there, you can put your snacks there, you can put anything you put on a side table on this armrest, right? So you're not taking up precious floor space, and you're using that armrest that you weren't using anyway, and it keeps your food really accessible to you. So if you're watching a football game or whatever one watches and you just want to lean back and like have absolutely no posture for like 10 hours, you can do that because your beverage will just be a reach away. You won't have to sit up anymore to get your drink. And I love that for you, right? We want to work smarter and not harder. So replace the side table with the armrest tray in places that you lounge about all the time. Of course, in between accent chairs and stuff like that, you still want to have side tables, but you don't want to have 5 side tables in a room. That just is not right. It takes up too much space. It's too visually cluttering. So add these armrest trays in some places to balance it out. The next item I need you to stop buying is the decorative bed pillow. And I know you're thinking, what? I'm not saying don't buy throw pillows, so please don't show up to my house with like pitchforks. I'm not telling you not to get those pillows. They are fantastic. But I want you to stop buying the decorative bed pillows. And I know that this is going to cause some controversy because we love bed pillows, right? We want a stellar pillow arrangement. But the fact of the matter is most of those pillows end up on the floor, right? And unless you're into design style that really values the floor pillow, it's not working. Plus, I know you're tripping over those pillows in the middle of the night when you have to go and pee, and nobody wants that, right? Who wants to tell someone that they broke their ankle because they tripped on a pillow? Instead of buying those decorative bed pillows, I just want you to start buying full-bodied bed pillows that sleep well and look good. And I know you're probably saying, well, Kiva, that sounds really good, but where on earth do I find that? Well, the answer is the Marlow pillow. And I want to say a huge thanks to Marlow for sponsoring today's video. Right now, you can actually buy 2 Marlow pillows and save 25%, or buy 4 pillows and save 40% with the link down below. You all know that I am a huge fan of Brooklinen. I've shared the sheets time and time again, and I'm going to keep doing it. Well, in 2021, they actually launched the Marlow pillow. From a design standpoint, the Marlow pillow is everything we've ever needed a pillow to be and more. It is the perfect pillow because it is adjustable. That means you can zip it for a firmer pillow and unzip it for a plusher one. That means that any pillow arrangement you can want will look nice and full without having to store any additional pillows. So no more pillow stockpiles. My stockpile is ended thanks to the Marlow pillow. Also, not only does the Marlow pillow look good, but it has cooling memory foam that fits perfectly around your neck. This has been an absolute game changer for me. You guys know I have neck and back problems, and the Marlow pillow has given me the support I need for a good night's rest. I'm sleeping 8 hours a night now, you guys, and I'm feeling absolutely incredible. It's my job to review pillows and high quality home items, and the Marlow pillows truly take the cake. I couldn't recommend them more. Click the link down below to get yourself a Marlow pillow and change the way you sleep. Right now, you can purchase 2 pillows and get 25% off, or purchase 4 pillows and get 40% 40% off. I'm getting the 4. Now let's talk about the next home item that you should definitely stop buying. You need to stop buying the coffee table book. Now I've said this time and time again, but I still see you guys buying them. I still see you doing that, so I have to talk about it again. Why are we no longer going to buy the coffee table book? Because you are not reading it. You are not reading that coffee table book. Open the Tom Ford book right now and tell me what it says. You can't tell me what it says because you've not read it, which is fine. I'm not saying that you need to read. This is not like the Scholastic Book Fair. I am not your teacher. I don't really care if you're reading or not. I'm just saying it's not giving you any value. It's not giving you any value at all. And it's just kind of taking up space on your table where you could have something that has more value to you. Honestly, I'd rather you have like a whole bowl of candy on your coffee table than a book that you don't read. At least you have something useful. You have a nice concession stand, right? That makes a little bit more sense to me. The coffee table books, they just exist to exist. You are not learning from them. They're not providing any utility. I mean, sometimes they're bolstering like a decorative accent or something like that, but we're just buying them to buy them, and it doesn't really make much sense to me if we're not reading them. The caveat here is if you're reading the books, of course, keep buying them, right? I want you to pursue knowledge and I want you to have things that bring you joy, but these books are expensive. These books are textbook level expensive. You know, when you're in college and they're like, this textbook is $80, and I'm like, I don't want to take this class anyway. Why is this $80? That's how I kind of feel about the coffee table books. They're just way too overpriced. If they're $20, $30, I'd be like, sure, this is fantastic, this is amazing. But for the price, it just does not justify, because coffee table books rarely stand alone, right? They always require a decorative accent or another book or this or that to kind of zhuzh them up. So it's just not worth the price, right? Because you need at least 2, that's $140. I just literally cannot. That is a trip to Costco, and that's too much negativity for me. So what do I want you to start doing instead? Now, I know that we appreciate the coffee table book look, right? And I don't want to rob you of that, because we also do things purely for the sake of decor, and I value that as an interior stylist, right? That's literally my entire job. So I want you to start buying instead these coffee table book boxes. So you've seen these probably like when you were young and you were going to like the craft store with your parent. They have these boxes, right? And they're normally really ugly on the outside, but they have storage, right? You're like, wow, this is like a Harry Potter. There's something hidden in this book. It's just a book box, right? It's a box that looks like a book, but they are very convincing. And they have these absolutely everywhere. They have the really ugly ones that are super affordable, and they have more expensive ones, right? But what you can do with these storage boxes is you can use them for storage. You can put your remote in there. You can put your candy in there. You can put whatever it is you need in your living room or your family room in these decorative boxes. So you get storage and you get decor. You aren't just wasting space on a book that you've never, ever, ever, ever opened, right? It's providing some utility. It's actually providing 2 functions. And everything we bring into our home needs to be multifunctional, or at least that is what I aspire to do. I'm working on it. I'm looking at like 20 things right now that have absolutely no utility, but you know, such is life. So they hold so much utility, and these are actually really DIYable, right? So you can get one of these boxes, you say, oh, this one's ugly, it's covered in like butterflies. Okay, you can paint it white, you can wrap some linen around it. It's such an affordable hack that really elevates every space, and it actually keeps your space clutter-free, right? Because when we always see these designer living rooms where, oh, this looks nice, and then you step into it and then it looks like a tornado came through, right? If we have little storage options all throughout a space, it's going to alleviate that from happening, and that's exactly what we want. The next item I need you to stop buying, I want to sing this from the rooftops, is the clear organization bin. And you're saying, Kiva, what's wrong with the clear bin? They're cute, they're chic, they do look really good, they look great. I'm not saying that they're ugly. I'm a fan. I'm still probably going to buy them after this video because I am a hypocrite, but I need you to stop buying these clear organization bins because you can see into them, right? They're clear. Now, if you are always organized, right, you're an organization guru, fine, go ahead and get the clear plastic containers. You're better than me. It's fine. But for those of us who are prone to making mess, right, we'll organize, and then a few weeks later, you know, we're not keeping up with it, and the organization kind of dissipates. It looks a mess, even in the clear bins, right? The clear bins make it even more apparent because you can see all the things kind of coming out of the bins and all the things laying on top of one another in the bins. You can see all the mess. So instead of getting these clear organization bins, I actually want you to start getting these wooden ones. So wooden organization bins are great because you cannot see through them. They come in black, they come in natural colors, they come in white, they come in every single color of the rainbow, right? You can get rainbow ones. That'd be fun, right? That'd be super fun. You can get any color that you want, but just make sure you can't see through it. So if your soy sauce falls over, if your Crystal Light packet somehow falls out and you do not immediately clean it up, you'll be okay, right? And no one will be able to see it. You'll have the illusion of being organized even when you're not. For yourself. This is not for anyone else. Just so that when you open your cabinet, you're not like... right? You won't let out that sigh that's kind of mixed with a cry, but you're trying to hold back the tears, right? Everything will still look beautiful and pristine, but without having to do quite as much upkeep. Now, this next point is very similar, but the next thing I need you to stop buying is the wire shelf for storage. So most homes come with wire shelves, and I'm like, why did you do this to me? Did you not like me? Did I upset you in the building process? What's going on? So the problem with the wire shelves is that everything falls through. Your shirts fall through, your food falls through, whatever it is you like to store on these wire shelves, they fall through. The number of times I have had a floor covered in laundry detergent because it pivoted a little bit on the wire shelf. If I had $1 for that, I mean, I could stop working, right? Because it happens literally all the time. So wire shelves, things just fall through. It's super annoying. This is especially annoying when you're trying to organize without containers, right? Because not everyone wants to use containers to organize. Sometimes they just want to use the things that you bought and organize those things, right? But they fall through the cracks, right? So this will actually save you money to not go with the wire shelves and instead go with wooden shelves or plastic shelves or just really any shelf that is nice and level and doesn't have grooves in it. This is what's best because the food items, the decorative items, whatever you're storing, those items will stay nice and flat and still, and they won't move about quite as much. So your organization will take you further because if you have the wire shelves and you shift things apart, you're going to be reorganizing week after week after week. And in reality, you're just going to stop organizing because that is way too much trouble. So this is a really slight switch that you might want to make. Now, if this is not a feasible switch for you right now, of course you can always use shelf liners. They help a little bit. If you get the plastic ones that really have some heft to them, those are going to take you further than just like the cloth ones. Something else that you can do, you can put plywood or honestly cardboard on top of your shelves to actually create like a little shelf on top of the wire shelves to take your shelves further in case you don't have a budget to buy brand new ones. You're going to stop your food from shifting about and you are going to thank yourself for it. The next item I need you to stop buying is the non-smart light bulb. And you're like, my light bulbs aren't dumb. Okay, a smart light bulb is a way to say that a light bulb is like Wi-Fi enabled, right? You can control that light bulb from your phone. So that's what that means. Why do we want to start buying smart light bulbs? So the problem with normal light bulbs is that you always have to walk over to turn them on. And you're like, oh, that's trivial. That's no big deal. When was the last time you turned on that lamp on your console? Tell me the truth. It's okay, no judgment. You've probably never turned it on. The number of clients I have where they're like, oh, I want this lamp, but I'll never turn it on, so let's not even put a light bulb in it, is astronomical. And the reason people do this is they don't feel like walking over there to plug it in or to flip the switch on, and I'm right there with you because this happens to the best of us. The reason being we don't want to stand up, right? So how can we fix that? We can get smart light bulbs. The beauty of smart light bulbs is that you can actually just control them from your phone. So you hook them up one time, you plug them in one time, and you can turn them on and off and change the colors and all of that from your phone. And these, you get a pack of 4 for $8.75 a piece, right? So really, really affordable to get these smart light bulbs. And I can control this. I went on vacation the other day and I somehow turned the light on in my bedroom and I was like, is there a ghost? And then I was like, no, it's just me. That is the beauty of them. Now, the other thing that I really love about this is that you can really streamline your cord management. Now, cord management can be super annoying and always trying to figure out how you're gonna maneuver something in your house. And so when you're working with these smart light bulbs, you just have to maneuver this one time. You can hide things in a basket. You can really put them through the wall and just kind of have a set place for things to go. And you never have to worry about, going to flip the switch on if you've kind of hidden the switch somewhere really difficult for you to access because you can do everything from your phone. I know that this is a little bit of an investment, but I really think it's going to change the way you experience your home. And you're also going to experience that ambient lighting, that mood lighting that makes a space feel like home as opposed to something that makes a space feel really nice and sterile, kind of like we see with that cool daylight all of the time. This is an update I really encourage you to make. I started making it and wow, I can see so much better. I can see clearly now that the rain is gone, the rain being the non-smart lighting. I absolutely love it. I think you're gonna love it too. Okay, you guys, that is it for today's video. Those were some home products you need to stop buying and some suitable alternatives. I know you're probably like, oh, I've bought so many of these things. Well, never again, because when you buy these alternatives, you're never going to have to update them because they have so much utility and they're so beautifully well made. If you like today's video, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and check me out on Instagram. And again, a big thanks to Marlow for sponsoring today's video, and click the link down in my description box. If you buy 2 pillows, you'll save 25%, and if you buy 4 pillows, you'll save 40%. Until next time, have a beautiful day.